Okay. الرحمن الرحيم اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما تعلمنا وزدنا علما إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. And where's my Kahoot tab? Just 1 second. Okay, that's odd. Tuna. Okay, got it. Okay, is Amar, are you joining? Amar, are you there?
Assalamualaikum Ustadha, I am here and I'm joining right now, inshallah.
Okay, great. Okay. Is this your first time in my class?
First time in your class and first time with Hawaka in general.
Oh, okay. Wow. Marhaban. I just saw your email right now with Ustad Fahid. Welcome.
And alhamdulillah, thank you. Good to be
I
here.
don't, are you struggling to get in?
I just put it in right now. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm just being slow.
Okay. Okay, there I
Okay,
see.
I'm in.
Okay, Bismillah. What is the meaning of silsila? Which word means to revive? جدد. Okay, lovely. When ma precedes a verb, this combination could potentially be replaced by the okay. What's the best translation of madama? As long as. In the phrase لَتَكُونَنَّ, the meaning conveyed by the na with the lam is future emphatic, yes. The root of the word al-baqin is considered naqis. The word tantahi is considered yes, ifta'ala, intaha. In the phrase وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لأنفسكم من خير تجده عند الله, the verb تقدموا is considered majzoom because that's ma shartiya. And finally, what kind of ma is used in the phrase about Isa alayhi salam وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ? نافية. Well done, everyone. أحسنتم. Well done, everyone. Okay. سننتقل إلى الدرس الثاني. الاستماع الثاني. Okay, so we're going to listen to this a few times. First, a normal speed. بسم الله.
في الواقع أحبتي في الله، في هذه اللقاءات المباركة في حب آل البيت لا نتبع نهجا معينا في ترتيب الشخصيات، لا من حيث القرابة والصلة بسيد آل البيت صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، ولا من حيث الفترة التاريخية، ولا من حيث أهمية الشخصية، فكلهم سادة أجلاء وسيدات جليلات، وإنما لقاءاتنا قائمة على التنويع. فنحن كمن دخل في روض من رياض الجنة وراح يتعرض كل حين لنفحة زهرة تختلف عن التي سبقتها. يعني اليوم ممكن أن نعيش مع إحدى الطاهرات زوجات نبينا صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أمهات المؤمنين، واللقاء الذي يليه قد نقفز قفزة زمانية تأخذنا إلى عهد الدولة العباسية، فنعيش مع أحد أحفاد الحبيب صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
Okay, she's talking really fast. So we'll play that again. I just want to see if I can
في
slow
الواقع
down a
أحبتي
bit.
في الله، في هذه اللقاءات المباركة في حب آل البيت لا نتبع نهجا معينا في ترتيب الشخصيات، لا من حيث القرابة والصلة بسيد آل البيت صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، ولا من حيث الفترة التاريخية، ولا من حيث أهمية الشخصية، فكلهم سادة أجلاء وسيدات جليلات، وإنما لقاءاتنا قائمة على التنويع. فنحن كمن دخل في روض من رياض الجنة وراح يتعرض كل حين لنفحة زهرة تختلف عن التي سبقتها. يعني اليوم ممكن أن نعيش مع إحدى الطاهرات زوجات نبينا صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أمهات المؤمنين، واللقاء الذي يليه قد نقفز قفزة زمانية تأخذنا إلى عهد الدولة العباسية، فنعيش مع أحد أحفاد الحبيب صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
تمام. والمرة الأخيرة والثالثة. Listen to a normal speed again quickly, okay?
في الواقع أحبتي في الله، في هذه اللقاءات المباركة في حب آل البيت لا نتبع نهجا معينا في ترتيب الشخصيات، لا من حيث القرابة والصلة بسيد آل البيت صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، ولا من حيث الفترة التاريخية، ولا من...
Just 1 second, sorry. I should have done it, yeah.
وعلى فكرة أحبتي في الله، بعض هذه السير المباركة التي سنعيشها في حب آل البيت بإذن الله، حتى لو كنتم قد اطلعتم عليها من قبل كبعض زوجات الحبيب صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، إلا أننا في حب آل البيت نعيشها بإذن الله بشكل مختلف، نعيشها ونحن نستمتع بحلاوة الحب، نعيشها طاعة للحبيب صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
Okay, just 1 second. Why did they start there? Okay, خير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So, okay, well, there you have it. You must have heard her say a few times min haythu, min haythu. Min haythu, as you know, haythu is like literally from where. From where. Haythu is a dharf, but they've translated to be from the perspective of, When we have وعلى فكرة أحبتي في الله بعد هذه السير. So let me see who I can ask here. Okay, welcome. We've got a few people, extra people in here. So let's see if they carry on there. Okay. تمام. Okay. وعلى فكرة. This is number 10, right? Just trying to find my place. Okay. وعلى فكرة أحبتي. So, Amr, do you know what the word أحبة means?
Like beloveds.
Yes, it's a plural of.
أحباب.
Yes,
Or
Habib, right? And so you
yeah.
get different plurals like Habaib or you know, you أحبة. Okay. في لا بعد هذه السير. Aniqa, what is the word سير mean?
Like a specific episode,
Okay.
like the series.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pick on you, Amr. I'm going to switch to Aniqa. The word
It's
سير
like
is the plural of?
سير صار.
So it comes from the verb sara yasiru, but the word sir is a noun and it's a plural. It's a plural of?
Not sure.
Okay, Irfan?
Sira.
Yes, sira, siratun. You know the word sira, which we often translate to be like prophetic history, that type of thing. So it's the part that has been traversed. Okay, so yeah, you have هذه السير المباركة. فلذلك you can see فلذلك is therefore you can see Jenny that al-mubaraka is what to siyar?
Sorry, I was on mute. The blessed, and they're translating that as like biographical lives, the Sira.
Exactly, right.
Okay, yeah. So Mubaraka, the blessed, like those that are blessed, who.
What's the relationship grammatically between siyar and al-mubaraka? Yeah.
Between Sira and Mubaraka?
Siyar, naam.
That looks like a sifa masuf.
Exactly right. So because siyar is a non-human plural, you describe it using a feminine adjective. So ولا فكرة أحبتي في الله بعد هذه السير المباركة التي سنعيشها في حب أهل البيت بإذن الله تعالى حتى لو كنتم قد اطلعتم. So who's next? Yeah. Muhaimina, you are with us at this hour. I am amazed.
I've woken up.
Oh my God. Should I pick on you or no? Should I call on your name?
You can go for the next one. I'll go for one after that.
Okay. Should I ask someone else then?
I can give it a try.
Okay, you want to know? Can you tell us what the word ittala'tum means?
Well, does tala'a mean like a revelation kind of?
The word ittala'a? Ittala'a?
Yeah.
No, it's not revelation. If somebody else would like to give it a go, Uwais.
Is it studied?
It is to study, right? Okay. So لو كنتم قد اطلعتم عليها. If you had studied, right, those the seerah of these people of أهل البيت من قبل كبعد زوجات الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم إلا أننا في حب آل البيت نعيشها بإذن الله بشكل مختلف نعيشها. Okay. Uwais, could you tell us what that means? That section?
The عليها من قبل, that
So you
part.
studied that, right? كبعد زوجات الحبيب.
So it means from before some of the wives of the beloved. And within love of the family of the house, we
Yeah,
live.
they say like out of love for the family of the house.
Yeah, we live with them by the permission of Allah.
Yes. بشكل مختلف. Do you know what this means? بشكل مختلف?
Is it like fashion, different fashion?
Yes, exactly. Like شكل literally means shape. It can be in form, in a way, in a different way. Okay, نعيش ونحن نستمع بحلاوة الحب نعيشها طاعة للحبيب. Okay. Are there any other questions about this مقطع, this segment? Or is everything clear here? نعيش طاعة للحبيب. Okay. As you know, we don't go through the entire hearing segment. We're just going to listen to this portion.
قد أوصانا أذكركم الله في أهل بيتي نعيشها ونحن ننتفع من العبر التي تكمن في السير بإذن الله. وهذه نقطة مهمة جدا، أننا سنعيش مع كل شخصية مواقفا وأحداثا وسيرا حتى يعيشوا معنا وفينا كل ما فيها من عبر بإذن الله.
Yes. Sounds like she made a bit of a grammatical mistake there. Can anyone spot it? In the last line? حتى. Anyone can spot it?
Yaisha.
Exactly, right. It's supposed to be mansub. But I also heard her say يعيشوا. Anyways, you know, it's spoken language. We all make mistakes. So yeah, you have قد أوصانا أذكركم. How would you translate Amr أوصانا?
Like to be advised.
Yes, so
Yeah.
أوصانا, like to enjoin upon us, to advise us.
Mhm.
Exactly. أذكركم الله في أهل البيت نعيشها ونحن ننتفع من العبر. Aniqa, tell me about this word عبر. What does عبر mean?
Ibr means like lessons.
Yes, so it's a plural of
Love. I don't know. Habir.
anyone knows what's the singular of عبر?
عبرة.
Ibra.
Yes, it's عبرة. That's correct. And the word عبرة, it's interesting. You might have heard that, but it's also linked to the word like to cross over, like عبر is to cross over. So I don't know if it's true, but you know, when you learn a lesson, you derive a lesson, then it's like you're moving from one point to another. And also ta'bir is expression. And then also from the same root, I'm not sure exactly what tashkilat is, but you get the word for dumur, for tears. You know, so I've also heard that, you know, if something is impactful and meaningful, then it can lead to tears. Allah a'lam, but that's the connection between those roots, okay? So, وَنَحْنُ نَنْتَفِعُ, we derive benefit من العبر التي تكمل في السير بإذن الله تعالى. بإذن الله. So, التي تكمل في السير. Okay, then we have وهذه نقطة. So, who's here? Okay, Irfan, how would you say نقطة مهمة? What does that mean?
This is an important point.
Yes, good. Okay, so nuqta can be used literally, as in like when you're writing Arabic on the ta, you've got nuqta tani, 2 dots, but a nuqta is also a point, right? In figurative language. أننا سنعيش مع كل شخصية. Jenny, how would you translate شخصية?
شخصية, is that personality?
Exactly, yeah, with every personality, and then مواقفا.
To what?
Sorry, مواقف, yeah.
مواقف,
And in situations. Now, what's the singular of مواقف?
Is it waqif?
Lara, did you say something, Lara?
No, is it waqif?
No. So if you're having the plural, the singular, it would also start with a meme. You wouldn't have a plural that starts with a meme and the singular does not. For example, you have masajid, masjid.
Is it makif? No.
Is it mawqif? It's mawqif. Mawqif or mawaqif. Yeah, mawqif or mawaqif, a position. And yeah, it's used as situations. وأحداثاً, that would be events, right? From and then وأحداثاً سيراً حتى يعيش معنا وفينا كل ما فيها من عبر بإذن الله. Okay. Who can, let me ask after Jenny. Lara, I haven't asked you anything yet. What is the fa'il of يعيش?
It's a mudara.
But what is the fa'il of يعيش?
Ayashin, Aisha. No. This is a Jove.
Wait, I'm not asking what is the verb. I'm asking what is the fa'il, the doer, the fa'il.
Oh, okay.
Every fi'il requires a fa'il.
حتى يعيشوا معنا. Okay. With
Do you need some help?
I want to. It's
Mhm.
wouldn't. I was thinking of شخصية, but it wouldn't be شخصية because شخصية is female. Is feminine.
Well, first of all, the fa'il can never come before the verb. And number two, even if it was shakhsiya is majroor. A fa'il can never be majroor either. A fa'il is always in what case, Lara?
Is the فاعل هو?
It's not. You can only let me ask. Let me see if Uwais, can you help out here?
The file of Yaishu,
Mhm.
is it hidden?
حتى يعيش معنا وفينا كل ما فيها من عبر بإذن الله تعالى. What do you think it is? Oh, remember to always look for a word that is marfu' before you assume that it's hidden.
Would it
All
be
kulli? Kullu?
كله?
Yeah. Exactly, right? So حتى يعيش كل ما فيها من عبر بإذن الله تعالى معنا وفينا. You see that? That's why they even translated here until all that there is all that is there of lessons live with us with God's permission. So the kul over here is the fa'il of ya'ish. Okay. Okay, are there any other questions about the listening? I know she speaks really fast, but the more you listen, hopefully it'll get better. Any other questions regarding any morphology or grammar or anything? Otherwise, we will move on to Surah Ash-Shu'ara.
For العبرة, the word عبرة being translated to lesson, how is it different from صفوف for lessons?
Oh, I see. So what you are thinking of is saf. A saf, and of course the plural is sufuf. A saf can, as you know, can either be like a line, like you stand in a saf in prayer. A saf can be like a classroom, like we'll do our math class, like our saf will be in that building, okay? But the word ibra is so different because an ibra is where you actually derive some meaning and lesson from something. So when Allah, He puts forth parables in the Quran, it's because there's an ibrah. You're supposed to take an ibrah from that. So it has a totally different meaning. There's some more profound depth and meaning to that.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. If I find something extra, I'll get back to you on that, inshallah. Anything else? Okay, tamam. Surah Ash-Shu'ara. Bismillah. We will go to back to Amr. If you could just start for us, please, to recite the first ayah, and then we'll get it.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كذبت عاد المرسلين.
Yes, okay. So tell me about this. Can you tell us about this ayah?
كذبت is ماضي هي مرفوع and عاد is the فاعل.
So we don't say
المرسلين.
marfu'. It's don't worry about giving it the case. When we're talking about our past tense verbs, they are mabni. It's the present tense verbs. It'll be marfu', mansub, or majzoom, right? So yeah.
No state.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and what does it mean? كذبت?
To deny or to call a liar or to deny.
Exactly. Good. Thank you. And what's the fa'ili of كذبت?
عاد.
Yes. Good. So you can note here.
And
Yeah. What do you notice that it's ad, but it's using the feminine ta, right? Which is permissible. So it could be because ad it could be considered to be like rijal, you know, like a human form masculine, and then you can treat it as either like a hiya or a hum, or they say that it could be because Ad, it's related to like the Jama'ah of Ad or the Ummah of Ad, right? وكذبت, right?
Mm.
Now, and then Amr, what is the i'rab of al-mursalin?
هذا مفعول به.
Yes, good. And the sign of it being maf'ul bihi, mansub is the
the yeah.
right. And can you see how they've got the kul on top of the al-mursalin? Do you know what that means?
No, is it? But it's omitted.
They put it there because it's for istighraq, like mursalin. And what's interesting, like it's like it's encompassing. But what's interesting is that it says that the people of Ad, they denied the messengers. But how many messengers do we know were sent to the people of Ad?
One that we know of.
Yeah, exactly, right. So that's interesting. I don't know what that actually means, but it could be that because that if any messenger was sent to them, they would have denied. If any messenger was sent, they would have denied them. Allah Alam. Okay. Aniqa, can you continue with the next ayah, please?
إذ قال لهم أخوهم هود ألا تتقون. So when he said to them, their brotherhood. So when their brotherhood said to them, ألا تتقون, do you not fear Allah? Like fear.
Yes.
Are you not conscientious of Allah?
ألا تتقون إذ قال لهم أخوهم هود ألا تتقون. So what else can we say? So the file of qala is?
أخو.
Is the sign of it being the file is the? Marfu is the?
The wow.
It's the wow, good. And what is the i'rab of Hud?
That's the badal for
good. Exactly. Because if you have to remove akhuhum, it would still make sense. إذ قال لهم هود ألا تتقون. And yeah, they are telling you that it's in the eighth form. اتقى يتقي. And this is of course plural for antum, right? Arfan, the next one, please.
إني لكم رسول أمين.
رسول.
رسول أمين. فاتقوا الله وأطيعون.
Okay, that's good. If you could analyze that for us, please.
This is the ism inna.
Yes, good.
And the khabar inna is the I don't know if it's lakum rasul or just rasul.
What is your which is weightier for you?
Which is weightier. Well, I would say rasul.
Yes, and you are right. So inni rasulun amin lakum. So if this here is your khabar, right? What is amin?
It's a sifa.
It's a sifa, okay. And then this is going to be an additional jar wa majroor, but this is your ism, that is your khabar, that is your sifa. So did you translate it for us?
Yeah, indeed I am for you a trustworthy messenger.
Yes, and then you can do the next ayah too. Actually, I don't think you can do the next ayah because I want to keep everyone in chance. Sorry. Okay, so Jenny, you do the next one, please.
So this is the one starting what okay, fatakulu Allah what atiuni. So so fear God and obey me.
Okay, so they've pretty much given you the information, that this is from same root as we've seen in that previous ayah. And as you can tell, what kind of verb is this? It is a
command, amr.
Yes, for how many? For antum, right? Allah lafzu jalala is your?
I'm sorry?
Allah lafzu jalala is the?
Maf'ul bihi.
Yes, and ati'un?
It's also an amr. And
Yes.
for.
And what is the fa'il of this amr?
The wow.
Yes, and what is this over here at the end?
Well, I think the ya is dropped. So
Yeah.
you've got the kasra, which takes the place of the ya, right?
Yes, well, just that yes, the ya has been omitted, so it's obey me.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then Lara, could you do the next ayah, please?
Yes. Sorry, just to go back to أني لكم رسول أمين. For the khabar, why wouldn't it start with لكم رسول? Because like a شبه جملة, I thought can be a khabar. So
It can, but that's if it was just okay, let me say it this way. Remember that Inna and her sisters, and even Kana and her sisters, they enter upon a Jumlatul Ismiya. Meaning that if you had to take away the Inna and her sisters, or Kana and her sisters, you should be able to have a very logical sentence that has a mubtada and a khabar, right? So if it
Yes.
was, for example, Inni lakum, now switch the inni to I, ana, because imagine the inna is gone. So if you just say I am for you, is that a full sentence? Does that have any meaning? I
Yes.
am to you.
No.
It doesn't, right?
No.
So, and then also remember that the order in Arabic, things are not always in order. So always look, because maybe the khabar is actually, being brought forward, pushed back, something like that, okay? So, but if I now say, I am a trustworthy messenger. Is that a full sentence? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, and so the lukum is in addition. I am a trustworthy messenger for you all.
Okay.
I hope they does that help someone?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, Lara, you're gonna do the next one, yeah?
Yes. وما أسألكم عليه من أجر إلا على
in أجرية. Oh,
in
sorry. So let me follow you as you're reading, right?
Yeah.
من أجر in
من أجر
أجرية, then in أجرية.
أجري إلى على رب العالمين.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I ask you.
What kind of ma is this?
Negation.
Yes, okay. And then tell me about this word, يسألكم.
I do not ask you.
Yes, but you're right in meaning, but what is this? What kind of word? It's a verb. What kind of verb?
مضارع.
Yes, and every fi'l has got a fa'il that is associated with it. What is the fa'il of أسألكم? أسأل?
It would be أنا. It's in the.
It'll be a hidden ana, okay?
Yes.
What is the i'rab of the kum over here?
So the مفعول به.
Yes, okay, so it's going to be mansub, right? وَمَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ أَجْرٍ. Okay, so you could translate this part, right? What does this mean? وَمَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ أَجْرٍ. What does that mean?
I do not ask for like any wage from you.
Yes, any reward, right? Now this min actually is zaid. It's not like a true harf of jar, right? So this is actually like this is actually like your maf'ul bi. It's like you could say وَمَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا. But this min is zaid, I believe. Okay, and I can continue. Do you know what kind of in this is? In أجري إلا على رب العالمين. Do you know?
It's this is a harf. I thought isn't this one of the haruf majzum?
So you do get in, which is a shart, like in tadrus tanjah.
Right.
If you study, you will be successful. That is definitely a kind of in. This is not that in. Does anybody else know what kind of in this is?
Is it استثناء?
It's a negation, right? It's a negation as if you could say ma. Okay, so Lara, when you have a negation plus an illa, what is that combination? What does that combination equal? You have
It's so the istithna, it's like I forget what it's called. It's like the complete negative, or sorry, it's the negative istithna.
So when you have the two negations, right? Sorry, like you have a negation with the adatul istithna. The result of that,
Two negatives they like cancel each other out.
Exactly, and it has the meaning of hasr. Like it's confining the meaning. You know, like we only sent him as a mercy to the worlds. You know, like in ajr ila. So my ajr, right, is only with Rabbil Alameen. Okay, that's what it does. It like kind of narrows down the meaning. So you could almost like delete it, as you say, two negatives make a positive. So as you know that usually we say ajri, but in certain, like as a lugha, you definitely can put like a fatha as an option. Okay. You see this like even for example, is it in Surah Al-Haqqa? وَمَا أَدْرِي مَا حِسَابِيَهْ كِتَابِيَهْ. You know, they've got all of the am I saying the right thing? Let's go to her. But definitely you're allowed to have a fatha at the end, okay? على رب العالمين, I think this is clear. إضافة, this is a حرف of مجرور, حرف of jar and اسم مجرور. Okay. And then as you see, they put a kulya because it's all of the worlds. It's istighraq. كل العالمين. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And that was Lara. Okay. Yes, Muhaymina, I believe. Yalla. Next one, please. تفضلي.
أتبنون بكل ريع آية تعبثون. Starting with the question, and it's the weak letter is dropped from Banaya and replaced with a wow, which is also the dua.
Could you repeat the last thing you just said?
The wow is replacing the weak letter ya. Is that right? Because of Banaya.
This is like tadrusuna, right?
Oh, so
Tabnuna.
is it?
This is the una for plural.
Oh, okay. I thought it's probably replacing the ya because it's weak letter. With the
No,
one.
this is for antum, but you are right that it is a irregular verb, right? But it's just been the weak letter of the ya has been dropped. Okay, but that's the sarf discussion. Okay, so you want to say this is it denotes a question. Yes, tabnuna is a fi'l mudari'. Your fa'il is the wow.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Bikuli, that's a half of jar, a jar wa majrur, bikuli re-in. Yeah, and ayatan is, yeah.
Aya is your?
Aya is, is it the, I don't know what ayat is.
It's mansub. So what do you think it is?
Subject.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Right. Okay. So I did not know this word riya, but they say that kulli riya is a high place. Okay.
Yeah, I did know myself.
Okay. So aya, what does aya mean?
Aya is a sign.
Yes. Good. And then what did you say about ta'bathun?
Ta'bathun, it's a verb, and it's a present tense verb, and ba'atha, I understand, is to raise high, like
this is not ba'atha, it's abatha.
Abatha, okay. So like vein.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Like in jest, in vain, in exactly sporting, all of those meanings.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. I think that's all there is to say about that one. And then Uwais, if you do the next, please.
Yeah. وَتَتَّخِذُونَ مَصَانِعَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تخلدون.
Okay.
It means, and you take palaces, perhaps that you will live there forever.
Okay, yes. Okay, so let's look at this now. So تتخذون, there's something happening with the sarf. If you look at اتخذ يتخذ, so what has happened there morphologically?
So, yeah, the first letter has turned into a ta with form 8.
Yes, because you have a ifta'ala, right? So it was اتخذ, right? اتخذ, and then that first haraka, harf, has switched into another ta, and then they've merged, and it forms like a idgham. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm just gonna mute people here. Okay,
Quick
next, and
question
then
before you move forward.
yes.
That arrow above atabnuna, what's the arrow above the verse I did, atabnuna?
Atabnuna, isn't it for naql? I must go back and look at the key. Does anybody know what that arrow means in the key?
I haven't seen that before.
Atabnuna.
Yeah, it's a vowel transfer.
Is it for naql? Okay. Sorry, I've lost my place now. Okay, sorry. So Uwais, when you look at the word masanir, it's the plural of what word?
Is it?
Just take a guess. Just like
Masan?
just
Masni?
like if you look at masajid, the singular is masjid. So just take a guess. Masanir, the singular is?
Masni?
So it's a good guess. I knew that was coming. It's masna. Masna. So a masna from sana'a is to make, right? So a masna is something that is made. So a masna can also be something linked to like creating something, can also be like a factory. Masna can also be a factory, but in this situation, they are meaning it to be a castles, okay? Something that is constructed. لعلكم تخلقون. Did you give me that i'rab for لعلكم and تخلدون?
Of which one?
لعلكم and تخلدون.
Perhaps. Allah is a sister. Is it?
إن أن كأن لكن ليت لعل.
Sister of Dana?
إن
Is
أن
it-
إن أن كأن لكن ليت لعل. So yes, so the kum is?
Is it ism la Allah?
Yes, so in the case of?
It'll be mansub.
Yes, good. And your khabar is?
تخلدون. That'll be la Allah khabar.
Yes, exactly. So you'd actually say it's the jumla. You say الفعل مضارع تخلدون, right? تخلدون. The fa'il is your wow. So your fi'l and your fa'il, يعني الجملة الفعلية is in the position of raf. Why? It is your khabar of لعل. Okay. And you translated that لعلكم تخلدون.
Perhaps that you will live there forever.
Yes, so in the hope that you might live forever. Okay. وإذا بطشتم, who's after always? Abdul Ahad, marhaban. I see that you are with us.
Yes, alhamdulillah. I apologize, I forgot.
Naam, would you like to do the last ayah? وإذا بطشتم?
Yes. وإذا بطشتم جبارين. So we're doing grammar, like translation, or
Yeah, yes. First break it down in terms of the grammar.
while Atifa, either this either, I'm not quite sure which either it is.
It's like it's
Hijaiya?
no, it's not. No, Fujaiya is not. If Fujaiya always enters upon a jumlatul ismiya. Okay.
Is it short? Is it short to you?
I would say it's like a condition, but it's غير جازمة.
Okay, okay. أطشتم فعل الماضي form 1.
The fa'il is?
ضمير مستتر hidden ضمير وهو.
Oh, it's not hidden. It's not hidden.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the ta.
Not the ta.
Ta. The tomb.
It's a tomb.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay. أطشتم جبارين. So again, it's almost as if
same.
this is the jawab.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you turn your hand, إذا أطشتم, your hand would be extended. جبارين is حال.
Yeah, I would say it's hal. Yeah. Okay. As tyrants, like tyrants. Okay. Well done. Good. MashaAllah, everyone. Oh,
Sada, can we take a break now? Maghrib is getting late.
yes, we can. So then we can then reconvene in 10 minutes, inshallah.
Yes, Jazakallah.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome everyone. So we're going to be doing a recap of Badr. Now, let's see. Who may I ask? Okay, I'm gonna Amr, would you like to pass or would you like to tell us what you know about, because I know that you are new here, so I didn't want you to be uncomfortable. So if you don't want me to ask you, I can always ask somebody else regarding the recap of Badr. Are you there? Or on a break? Can I ask Anika? Anika, are you with me? Oh, maybe she's still praying. Okay, Irfan, it's you.
Yes,
Okay.
I can give it a shot.
Okay, go for it.
All right,
It's
there
on-
are three tabs. The badal is like the replacement. So it's a word that can be removed from the sentence, and you can still have a complete sentence. There are three types. There are three categories. There's the kul min al kul. There is which is the whole from the whole, like so. It's the complete replacement.
Mhm,
There is the بعض بعض من الكل,
mhm,
which is a part of the whole.
mhm,
So it's just it's some part of that greater whole.
mhm.
And there's the الاجتماع.
Yes.
Is the relevant aspect. So
Mhm.
it's something that's intangible. So a part a quality of that of the badal.
Okay, now are you able to give me an example of each? Very quick example of each.
Oh, I know from the Ijtima that I can't remember the ayah, but they ask you about fighting in the sacred months, or they ask you about the sacred months, the relevant the fighting in it.
Mhm.
So
That's not, that's not such a clear-cut example because that ishtimal usually relates to a quality, like a trait, right? Like a non-tangible trait. So for example, أعجبني محمد كرمه. So
okay.
Muhammad impresses me, that it's his generosity. See, it's like an aspect of his character,
Mhm.
right? Can you give me an example of kul min kul?
Oh, where is your brother, Shahid?
Yes, okay, perfect, right. That was an English example, but okay,
Yes.
thanks. Now, can you give me ba'ad min kul?
It's going to be another English example.
Just think about pizza.
That's
أكلت البيتزا.
like half of it or something.
نصفه أو ثلثه. Exactly. There you go. Okay, that's great. Okay, here we go. So إذا قال لهم أخوهم هود ألا تتقون. So we just saw this right now. I mean, I spoke about that already. And so this is going to be كل من كل, right? And so the word أخ over here is going to be the مبدل منه. And the thing that you could replace it with, the word, that's going to be your badal. And of course, it follows in case. And as Irfan mentioned, you've got the three types over here. Kul min kul example here is da'awa Allah rabbahuma. So the two of them supplicated to their Lord, to Allah, their Lord. So there you go. Rabb is replacing Allah completely. Then you have ba'd min kul, which is like a portion. وَلَوْلَا دَفْعُ اللَّهِ النَّاسِ بَعْضَهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ. And this also is not like a very clear-cut example, so it's simple. So here you have ba'dahum, like some of them. It's not all the people, but it's some of the people. Okay. Then here you have, as Irfan mentioned, عَنِ الشَّهْرِ الْحَرَامِ قِتَالٍ فِيهِ. I don't know. Okay, so the fihi, they've circled this because it's going, the had damir is going back to the shahr, and it's not the whole month. Okay, ani shahr al harami. What about this shahr? It's the aspect of combat within that month, and this also is not a clear-cut example, but this is what they present as Quranic examples. Okay, and that's pretty much all that there is for Badr as a recap. Okay. from our previous semester. Now we're looking at, we've already touched on some of this in our Quranic analysis. We have here different types of ma. There are mini mas, but now we're looking at ma lil hasr wa ma zaida. Jenny, would you like to tell us something about ma?
So usually, well, what we've learned is that ma is used as a negation, and it can be combined with ila. And when that happens, it might mean like none but or only.
Yeah. So we spoke about this before. It confines the meaning.
Yeah, restriction. And let's see. And then when it's accompanied by min, it conveys a sense of inclusiveness versus restriction. Like none except this, that, and the other. Or let's see. And then there is another one with extra. In some cases, the particle ma is extra. It could be like removed without affecting the meaning of the sentence.
Yes, that's it pretty much. And of course, we haven't encompassed all of the mas, but we'll look at them as we in this lesson. So restriction and inclusiveness. And so as shown previously, ma can be used as a negation. When it's used with illa, the meaning is that of restriction. None but or only. This ma has no grammatical agency. They cancel each other out. The same effect of restriction can alternatively be conveyed by illa and lara. Remember the in that is negating. So we have here وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. So Muhammad is not but a messenger, or Muhammad is only a messenger. You've also seen translations like that, right? وَمَا جَعَلَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بُشْرَى لَكُمْ. So God, Allah did not appoint except as a glad tiding for you. So that's going to be hasr, restricting the meaning. And then here you have an example with in huwa illa nadhiru mubin. He is not but a clear warner. He is only a clear warner, etc. Okay. Now here you have it when accompanied by min. This ma conveys a sense of inclusiveness, whether illa is used or not. So you have here ma min dabatin. There is no creature. There's nothing of any creature. Right? ما من دابة إلا except هو آخذ بناصيتها. That he holds it by its forelock. فما منكم من أحد. So this one does not have إلا. فما منكم, and none of you, ما منكم من أحد عنه حاجزين. And none of you could have held us off from him. Once again, in can be used instead of ma. وَإِن I'm going to do here, so in tajweed, of course, because the makhraj of the noon, yeah, you're doing idgham, yeah, okay, sorry, this is an idgham. وَإِم مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا عِنْدَنَا خَزَائِنُهُ. And there is not a thing. وَإِن, like وَمَا مِن شَيْءٍ, same meaning. وَمَا مِن شَيْءٍ, وَإِن مِن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا عِنْدَنَا خَزَائِنُهُ. So there's not a thing, but that with us are its depositories. You know, khazain is like the stores, the storehouse of something, the treasures of something that is being kept. Okay.
Could you go back up that one?
Yeah.
Yes. And just break that down for me. So fama minkum, from among you.
For none of you.
Right, none of among you, none of you. And then we've got that min ahadin from.
Yes, so fama, hang on, fama min ahadin anhu hajizin. Fama minkum, none of you, none from among you. Oh, I think min ahadin, like from anyone. That's what I think.
Okay.
Fama minkum min ahadin anhu hajizin.
Okay, thank you.
I'll look that up again also, okay? Maybe I can find a different translation, but that's how I understand it. فَمَا مِنْكُم مِّنْ أَحَدٍ. So none of you from anyone, min ahad, because ahad is anyone, anhu hajizin, could have held us off from him.
Is that like also in this case, serving for like emphasis by almost kind of be mentioned twice?
It's possible. It's possible. Is this example in my binder? Yes, it is. Okay, good. I'm going to find out about that for you in more detail. Okay. Okay, excellent. So extra, let's look at zaida. In some instances, the particle ma is extra in that it could be removed without affecting the meaning of a sentence. An example below, ma has no grammatical effect and is not translated, though its usage conveys emphasis in Arabic. وَلَقَدْ مَكَّنَّاكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَجَعَلْنَا لَكُمْ فِيهَا مَعَيْشَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. So you could say, for example, قَلِيلًا تَشْكُرُونَ. So this is zaid. It doesn't impact the meaning in any way, and it can be to convey some sense of tawkid. Then here you have mim ma, i.e. min ma, khati'atihim ughriqu. Min ma, because of their sins. It's like min khati'atihim ughriqu, because of their sins, they were drowned. So again, could convey the meaning of emphasis. Here you have an example where the particle be, فَبِمَا نَقْضِهِمْ مِيثَاقَهُمْ وَكُفْرِهِمْ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. You can see that here you have the harf ba, okay? And it's caused this word نَقْضِهِمْ to be majroor, even though there's a ma that comes between the two words. So what happens is, in other instances, the extra ma, it blocks the grammatical effect of the particle before it. Okay. So this is called ma makfufa or kafa, which typically has the meaning of only and is commonly attached to inna and its sisters, as well as certain dhuruf and huruful jar. So this ma kafa, it actually stops something. It's like it stops the impact. What I mean is this: look, if you have your inna, you know that inna is one of those particles that impacts the sentence, a nominal sentence. It takes on an ism and it takes a khabar. That's what inna does. However, when you have this ma that's attached to inna, it's kafa. It stops this inna from working. So now inna doesn't have amal. It's got no impact. So instead of having like an ism and a khabar, it's just going to be like a normal mubtada and khabar. And then this innama conveys the meaning of only. Often you'll see translated as only. Innama ilahukum. Inna ilahukumullahu alladhi la ilaha illahu. Your God is only Allah. So we'll say this ilahukum. Ilah would be a mubtada. So that's what they're saying. Ma blocks the effect of inna on ilah, which would have been an ism inna. And then here you have also the word rubba. Rubba is a harf of jar. It usually has a noun following it that is majroor. Over here you see it has a fi'l. And then rubbama will be translated as perhaps, maybe. ربما يود الذين كفروا لو كانوا مسلمين. Perhaps those who disbelieve will wish they had been Muslims. Okay. Are there any questions about that? Okay. Did somebody leave me something in the chat? Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, so here we have the summary of ma. So too many ma's to keep track of. Okay, so here we have ma. We know ma is an ism. It can be istifhamiya, masmuka. What's your name? Mawsuliya. Just like bima'na alladhi. Just like alladhi. You have ma shartiya, right? And then you have ma ta'ajjubiya. Like for example, ma ajmanu sama. How beautiful is the sky? then over here you have it as it functions as a harf. You have ma nafiya, as we see it very commonly, harf nafi, and also hijaziya. Hijaziya is when you have ma, but it has the same. This is my wrong pen. It has the same type of it functions as laysa. For example, in Surah Yusuf, what does Allah say? Ma hadha basharan. It's like you could say laysa hadha basharan. You could see how it's got mansub at the end because it's like laysa, it's like got a khabar. Ma hadha basharan. Okay, this is not a human being. Then you have, as we looked at last week, masdariya, right? So you could take that and the word that comes after it and make it into a masdar mu'awwal, to a noun. Then you can have the zamaniya, and zamaniya would be where it's linked to time. For example, ma dama, ma fatiya. That would be like the indicating some element of time, as long as. Then you have غير zamaniya. It's just masdariya, right? And if I could just quickly record a quick example, if I can just look here, if anyone remembers, yeah. So then I have it. Okay. Okay, yeah, so Bashara, we did it last week. Yeah, so the zamani would be like, for example, خالدين فيها ما دامت السماوات والأرض. We have, for example, فاتقوا الله ما استطعتم, like for the duration of. If it's not zamaniya, you would just take that ma and the fi'l after it and convert it into a normal masdar mu'awwal, like والسماء وما بناها, i.e. والسماء بناء السماء. Okay, so that's that. And then we've just looked at now as zaida, which could either have the meaning, convey the meaning of tawkid, or it could be kaffa, stopping the amal of something. Okay.
But
Now,
can I ask a question on that previous example?
Yes.
The example of فَبِمَا نَخْدِهِمْ.
Oh, yes, yes.
On the previous page. I'm a little confused on this. How is this ma blocking the grammatical effect of
That's a very good question. And that was actually something that I was going to look up because I'm actually thinking, what I am thinking, and I need to clarify is that even though it has a even though this has a kasra, naqdihim, right? I am going to assume that it is naqdihim because that's the appropriate haraka that is befitting of being followed by a B. But in reality, it's not actually a ism majroor. Just like when we have, for example, wama, what is it? Wama, what is it? Ajri, what was it we said about my reward? Ajriya. Wama min no, what is it? La, okay. La asalukum. Something about min ajr, right? Ma asalukum alayhi min ajr, right?
In ajri illa ala Allah.
Right. So we'll say ajrin. But if you look at the i'rab, it actually has a kasra tain because it's befitting following the min, but in reality, it's actually a maf'ul bihi mansub.
So is it like that just for the flow of the word?
Because that's almost like how it goes. It's because you can't have. It's almost like to have any other letter word after a harf of jar other than
like would this word normally be nakhdu?
So that's what I'm going to look up, and that's what I'm thinking. Okay. But that's what I'm and you are very right that what they are stating there, it does sound kind of ambiguous, does it not?
Right, it just is very confusing. I didn't understand.
It's saying, well, it doesn't work. Well, but it's there, isn't it?
Right.
Mithaq. Okay. If you just able to bear with me for a second here, if I, oh crikey, just give me a second while I just look at this. Naqdihim. Okay, interesting. So this website I'm pulling out here. The extra ma blocks grammatical effect because in the website that I'm finding now, it is saying that naqd is an ism majroor bil ba. But what I need to clarify here is that, first of all, is that actually true? But number two is that usually you can't have anything between a harf of jar and a ism majroor. Yet here you do have. You have it here, but it is, if this website is true, then it's saying that it is a ism majroor. So then it is impacting it, making it majroor. So can I find out for you, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, that's an excellent question. Always ask the most subtle questions. Really. Okay, so there we go. And I'll see what I can find afterwards, inshallah. Okay, so we've done that. We're doing some more mas over here. And so just some translations. We probably, let me just check if we can go through everything, because I want to get through our reading, of course, which is very important. Okay, so I'm going to go. Ahmad, are you back? Are you still busy?
No, I'm back.
Okay, would you like to try number 1? وَمَا مِن شَفِيعٍ إِلَّا مِن بَعْدِ إِذْنِهِ? You'd like to-
Translate it.
Yes, attempt a translation.
So there is no intercessor except with his permission, or after his permission.
Except مِن بَعْدِ إِذْنِهِ. So they are saying except مِن بَعْدِ إِذْنِهِ. Yes, I would say that's right. That's good. Yeah, okay, good. Anika?
وَمَا نُرْسِلُ الْمُرْسِلِينَ إِلَّا مُبَشِّرِينَ وَمُنذِرِينَ.
So hang on, you said mursilina, it's mursalina, ism maf'ul.
Oh, Mursalina. Yeah. So we did not send the messengers except as giving glad tidings and warning.
Warners.
As warners.
Yes,
Yeah.
because remember that both of these are going to be ism fa'il, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Arfan, the third one, please.
ولما رأى المؤمنون الأحزاب قالوا هذا ما وعدنا الله ورسوله وصدق الله ورسوله وما زادهم إلا إيمانا وتسليما. When the believers saw the parties, they said, this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised us, and Allah and his messenger promised us, and Allah spoke spoke the truth. Allah and his messenger spoke the truth, and zadahum, and what increased them, and it increased them only in iman and submission.
Yes, okay, that's very good. Now, what is the first ma and what's the second ma?
That ma is the Mawsudiyah.
Yes, I would say that. And the next one?
That is the Nafia.
Yes, but more specifically? Listen, وَمَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا إِيمَانًا.
So it's a adat istithna.
Yes, it's hasr. Hasr, yeah.
Is that correct by labeling it as a
We don't
istithna?
call it istithna, we call ma, this is ma that conveys the meaning of hasr. Right, but you're right, it is nafia. It is nafia. I just want you to see the pattern. Okay, I see it with illa. Pretty much that's it.
How is that spelled? Hars?
Hasr, like ha, sad, ra, hasr.
Oh, has. Right. Thank you.
And then after Irfan, I've got Lara. Number 4.
You skipped me.
Oh. Sorry, are you there?
Yes,
It's
can you hear me?
Jenny. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry, is it Jenny?
I think I usually go.
Sorry, it's Jenny, then Lara. Sorry, Lara. Go for Jenny.
Okay, so number 4, وَمَا مِنَّا إِلَّا لَهُ مَقَامٌ مَعْلُومٌ. So there is none among us except that he has like a known status or
Yes,
level.
yes, yes. Okay, good. Thank you. And then Lara?
قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء
من شيء.
إن أنتم إلا تكذبون. Okay. I did not get this far, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Mhm.
So they said, you are only human beings like us.
Yes. قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر. Yes, you are ما أنتم, you are not only but a بشر, a human being. Human beings like us.
أنزلنا من and okay. And
ما أنزل الرحمن من شيء.
and the most merciful revealed
وما
revealed
أنزل الرحمن. وما أنزل الرحمن.
right, so yes, like not accept. Okay, so the merciful did not reveal except something.
So there is no except here, actually. It's just that وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء, that the most merciful has not revealed a thing. Then you can continue. إن أنتم إلا تكذبون. إن أنتم إلا تكذبون.
Oh, sorry. Okay, mamin means conveys none. Okay. Mamin min rahmanu. Okay, the merciful did not reveal to us anything or a thing.
Yes.
Inna antum illa kadhibun.
إلا
تكذيب.
تكذيب. إلا تكذبون. Right, exactly. So they say,
Indeed, you are but liars. You are but telling lies.
yes, you are only telling lies. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And then Muhaimina?
Yes. فبما رحمة من الله لنت لهم. So with the mercy of Allah, you are gentle with them.
Yes,
Gentle.
yes, good. Now
Is
this,
this the same thing coming to what Owais was asking for Bima Rahmatin?
pardon?
You know, was Owais asking the same question for Bima Rahmatin? Again, there's a jar, or like, you know, it's taking a kasra.
Yes, yes,
Is
yes.
another part as well.
Yes, I would say it's the same thing. And also the word linta, it comes from lana yalinu, to be flexible, gentle. And of course, this is also an irregular verb. The ya has been dropped. Lana yalinu, linta, like sara yasiru, sirta. And as it is interesting because if you look at this word lean, lana yalinu layyin, it almost it sounds like it's a cognate, because in English you have the word to be lenient. And apparently the word lenient comes from a Latin origin, but I'm interested, I wonder where the Latin comes from. So that's an interesting overlap.
Thank you.
Okay. Ways, number 7.
ولو نزلنا عليك كتابا نزلنا عليك كتابا في قرطاس فلمسوه بأيديهم لقال الذين كفروا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين. And even if we sent upon you a book on a page and they touched it with their hands, those who disbelieve would say, this is not but clear magic.
Yes, yes. So you have again in with illa, in being like ma. Okay, good. Okay, great. So we'll move on to our قصة الشعيب and we'll start with Abdul Ahad. يلا تفضل عبد الأحد. هل أنت معي؟
نعم. اوكي. بسم الله. دعوة شعيب ويبسط لهم
So
في
it's going
كلام
to be ويبسط.
ويبسط لهم.
Actually, I'm wondering if you can have both because sometimes you're allowed to, sometimes you get variations. You can have two options. If I look up, what is it? Basata, right? Basata.
يبسط.
Basata, yab. Oh, interesting. So my dictionary says basata yabsutu. And in the, I wonder that's a binder area, but I know that like Hanswe is not as comprehensive. So I will check that out. Okay, so yabsutu. Okay, keep going, sorry. ويبسط
لهم لهم في كلامي ويحل عقدة في أنفسهم.
So it's يحل عقدة في أنفسهم.
Okay. وهي عقدة حب المال.
You know why, Abdul Ahad? If you have يحل means to make something halal. But يحل is like to like unravel a knot. Yeah, loosen a knot. Okay. Okay, وهي عقدة
حب المال وزيادتي. فيقول إن
actually, why don't you stop there? We'll give somebody else a turn.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead if you want to translate.
So they extended.
They?
I mean, ويبسط لهم, and he extended to them, or lengthened his speech, so that way to loosen any knots or any this negative knots they have within themselves.
Within themselves. Okay, so even though you write that basata means to extend, here they're saying to it in the context to explain. Okay.
Okay.
To extend, not like we wouldn't say to extend speech, but I guess to elaborate more to. Okay.
Elaborate. Okay.
Yeah. وهي عقدة حبي.
And it is a bond or
a knot.
A knot of love or wealth and extra.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, of course, when it says increase or extra, it refers to material wealth. Okay, good. Amr, are you able to continue?
Ustad, did you say my name?
Yes, are you able to continue with the second line?
Yes, I can try.
Okay.
إنما يفضل لكم من الربح بعد وفاء الكيل والميزان خير لكم من أخذ أموال الناس.
Okay, good. Why don't you stop here by the comma?
بالظلم والخيانة.
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 Yes, you can translate it. إنما.
Indeed, what is better for you.
Okay. So I understand why you're saying better, because you're thinking of fadl as being something of bounty, right? But
Hmm.
the word like can also mean something that is like excess.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Go ahead. So to look at it from that perspective.
Okay, so what is enough for you? Is it
Okay.
enough?
ما يفتل لكم من ربح ما يفتل لكم من ربح بعد وفائه. I want you to first think about this يفتل. It refers to what? Like what is it referring to? We just read this first part. Read this part for yourself. إنما يفتل لكم من الربح بعد وفاء الكيل والميزان. Okay. What is the thing that is yaftulu? What is it referring to? As you know here, that of course the fa'il is a hidden huwa. So let's not talk about a grammatical perspective, but in terms of meaning, what is they talking about? What is the thing that is yaftulu lakum?
It's from a portion of the ribhi.
Yes, it's about the rib, right?
Yeah.
So now try and translate that. You see, fadala yaftulu or fadala, or it can mean to be surplus, in excess, and I also know it's also related to, I think, like animal droppings, because it's something that's like it's something what's left over, like a waste product. It can be used like a remainder. Okay. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's what fadla is, offal or discard. Okay, go ahead. So now try and.
Okay, and I don't know the definition of a ribhi.
Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. So you have riba, which is of course sinful, and that's usury. Okay, and that's like a sinful gain. This is ribh with a ha, and that's just a profit. Okay, like an increase, right? So now try again. إنما يفضل لكم من الربح بعد وفاء الكيل والميزان.
So indeed, what is excessive for you from profit after?
Yes, like the leftovers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
After wafa, so after like the conclusion of the like what's weighed, like what's weighed is better for you than taking the money of people with like transgression and khiyana. I'm not sure if khiyana's meaning either.
Okay, so dhulm would usually be something like oppression. Transgression is more like something like al-mu'tadin, i'tada, like from adawa, something like that. But dhulm is usually like, because the definition of dhulm is actually putting something in the wrong place. And the opposite is hikmah. The definition of hikmah is putting something in the right place. So min akhdhi amwali nasi bi dhulm, so that's oppressive, right? Wal khiyana. So khiyana would be like
cheating, maybe.
Yes, like betrayal, but yes, not betrayal. You be act in a way that's treacherous, with treachery. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. And then Aniqa, you can continue. وَإِذَا.
Okay. وَإِذَا نَظَرْتُمْ فِي حَيَاتِكُمْ وَفِي حَيَاتِ هَؤُلَاءِ الَّذِينَ أَثَرُوا وَجَمَعُوا الْأَمْوَالَ.
Yes.
So when you see in or to your lives and in the lives of those who I'm not sure about Asaru, and they gathered wealth.
Yes, so do you know what the word athar means?
Asar, I thought it was like impression.
It is. If you look at your lives, في حياتكم, and the lives of those who become rich, وجمع الأموال, they are saying that atharuya means to become rich. Oh, I see. Maybe this is from tharwa, because tharwa is wealth. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Then I'm wondering if it's atharu or athiru. I think it's from tharwa. What do you think is the root of tharwa? Let's see. Have you heard of the word tharwa before?
No.
Yes.
Is
Okay.
that the same as like Thuraya?
So tharwa, the root being tha, ra, wow, right? And you can also have thara, yeah, to become wealthy or rich. So then it would be on the fourth pattern, would be like, I think it's fourth pattern. That is to become rich or wealthy, right? Then it wouldn't be atharo. It would be like, what is it? Like, yeah, aslamu. Asla. So aslama yuslimu. Atharu. Yeah, I think it's the fourth pattern. Okay. Okay, so then so it's from tharwa. So you might want to add in that the root there is from tharwa. Okay, thank you. Let's continue. And I think that I don't know if you guys have it in yours, but I think I've got an error in mine. I've got a sukun on the tha, and it's not so sukun on the tha. Okay, after I've got Aniqa and Irfan next, right? Okay, let me just check here. Okay,
The
continue.
sukun is also in the new binder.
Do you have a sukun?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know it's not supposed to be sukun, right? Okay, go ahead, Irfan, please.
ووجدتم أن ما اكتسبوه عن طريق التففي
التطفيفي.
التطفيف
Yeah, this is like المطففين.
طريق التطفيف والبخس والخيانة
خيانتي.
والخيانة. Continue.
Yes, you can continue until بلاء.
كان مسيره كان
كان
مسيره
good.
إلا إلا
آه.
إلا إلا ال تل تل إلى التلفي
التلفي.
التلفي والضياء أو الفساد وبلاء.
Okay, good.
You will only find they earn on the path of tatfifi. I think it was like stinginess.
Yes, so the word, like, that's where you get wailul mutaffifin. It's the ones who actually measure short in business. They give so it's to measure in like they say deficient measure.
Oh, so.
And bakhs is very similar. They translate it as undervaluing. And we've come across the word khiyana.
Oh, and khiyanati is not treachery.
Yes.
Treachery. His his destination to
is like it's a word that we haven't come across. It's ruin.
Oh, ruin and I'm gonna say like perdition, like loss.
Loss, exactly. Very good.
And corruption and tribulation.
Yes, very good. Okay, Jenny.
Okay, so let's see, fasurika or nuhiba, nuhiba or unfika fi ghairi ma yurdi Allah or
There's majhul,
sulita alayhi man anlafahu
atlafahu
anlafahu wa abatha bihi.
Yes, okay, thanks. You can stop there.
So let's see. So following that, what was stolen or
Yes, so they have in parentheses that money would be, then you could say stolen or
um
a word we haven't come across, plundered.
okay, plundered or spent in other than what pleases God,
Yes.
or solita I'm not sure what that is, something of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so like from like salt with a, I can never say this because it sounds like salt and pepper, but it's like from sultan, like to have control and agency over something. That's what they
Yep.
say. Somebody gained control of
Of
it, right? Who?
Uh-huh. Who destroyed it
Mhm.
and misused it.
Yeah, we've seen this word earlier today, and it was used earlier to be what was it, like in vain or play or sport, and yeah,
Just
to misuse. Okay. Okay, thanks, Jenny. And then after Lara.
Yes, okay. والقليل الذي ينفع
والقليل الذي أنا هذا التشكيل.
الذي ينفع
Yes.
خيرا
Yes.
من الكثير
Mhm.
الذي لا ينفع.
Okay, can you translate that, please?
Yes. And little.
Yeah, they translate it as like a little. والقليل الذي ينفع. A little. الذي
And
ينفع.
the little of which they spend.
Not to spend. What is ينفع?
ينفع benefit.
Yes, so a little that.
A little
ينفع.
of which they benefit. قليل الذي
Wait,
ينفع.
yeah, try this again. القليل الذي ينفع خير.
There's little good that they benefit.
No, now I want you to take it slow because I feel like now you're just guessing because you know the words, but now you come. I want you to take it systematically and tell me what is القليل الذي ينفع. What does that mean? القليل الذي ينفع.
The little of which they benefit.
There's no إضافة. القليل, so little, a little, that,
Little
a little that, and what is ينفع?
they benefit.
Not they benefit.
Oh, he benefits.
So if you had to take ينفع in isolation, you are right that it refers to a huwa. You're right, okay? But it's not referring to a huwa. القليل الذي ينفع. This ينفع is going back to قليل.
Right.
Try this again. القليل الذي ينفع. How would you translate that?
The little that it benefits.
The little, a little that.
A little that it benefits.
خير.
Good.
No, خير is your خبر.
Right.
What do you add before the خبر? What do you add between the mubtada and the khabar? You have to add something in between in English.
Is what?
Exactly. So now do that again. القليل الذي ينفع خير.
Is good. So the little
is better.
that
And the reason why we say better is because whenever you have an ism tafdil, right? But then you have min after that. Remember that khair and shar are ism tafdils. So when you have that, then it's always going to be better or greater than, better than. And like in English, would say than. So a little that benefits is better than, and translate the rest.
الكثير الذي لا ينفع. Okay. So the little that is benefited is good.
Listen, this is what you're doing. Now you're adding ises. When you're adding ises, you're creating other jumla ismiyas. There's only one khabar here. You only have al-qalilu alladhi yanfa is, and then you've got khair. So I don't want you to add any is in this first part. Just translate al-qalil as a little. Just say a little, which,
A
or that.
a little, which
Benefits,
spent is good,
not spent.
is
Benefit
better
is better than,
than a lot
yes,
that is not beneficial, that is not benefited.
that does not benefit. That does not benefit. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Do you got that? A little that benefits is better than that, is better than much that does not benefit. Okay. Okay, good. Thanks, Lara. After Lara, I've got Muhaymin, I believe.
Yes.
Mhm.
قل لا يستوي الخبيث والطيب ولو أعجبك كثرة الخبيث.
Mhm.
He said,
He said?
كل say.
Yes, thank you.
لا يستوي is the good and the bad is not the same.
So again, don't guess, go slowly.
The good, the bad, and the good.
Cute. So it's not really bad. It's more like you could say it's like, yeah, okay, so evil. Yeah, evil.
The evil and the good
Yeah.
are not the same.
Yes.
Walola is like it's like a for if like can't how do you Walola is I don't know how
Like
to
even though.
yeah, even though are you not amazed with lots of evil?
Okay, so now you said, are you not amazed? Are you not amazed? I'm going to isolate this and I want you to translate this for me. A'jabaka. Just tell me what a'jabaka means on its own.
It's strange or amazed. That's
No, when I say translate,
yeah,
I want you to say the whole thing, like the doer and the verb. What is a'jaba? But just tell me what a'jaba means.
Okay, Ajaba is the file and the ka is the doer. It's the attached pronoun, it's the doer, and it's a question.
Okay, so remember that attached pronouns to verbs are always going to be direct objects.
Yeah.
I'm going to narrow this even further. What does just this mean? A'jaba.
Ajaba is it's a question.
It's not a question. Okay, let me just jump in and quickly ask Uwais, can you tell me about what does a'jaba mean?
Means amaze you.
Amaze. Okay, I just want the word a'jaba.
It's strange. It's like a strange.
And then Uwais, can you just tell me what does a'jaba mean in isolation?
It means like amazement.
No, you guys are translating it as isms. I want a verb. This is a verb.
Is it like to amaze or to impress?
Thank you, Jenny. So a'jaba is a fourth form verb. So it's something that is impressing or amazing something else. It has to be, it's muta'addi. It takes a direct object. So we already established the kaf is the direct object. So why I'm saying is why I'm going into this discussion is because when Muhaymina translated it, I think she said something like,
are you not amazed?
Yes, exactly. But it's not you are amazed. What is doing the amazingness? What is doing the amazingment thing? It's the what? What's the file of a'jaba?
Ka, you.
No, is that the
No,
file?
anta.
Not anta. Who can tell me what is the file of a'jaba? Huh?
كثرة الخبيث.
Exactly. Kathratul khabith. So even though the kathratul khabith impresses you, you got that? So the important thing to note, Muhaymina, is that when you have direct objects attached pronouns to a verb, it's going to be direct object. But I want you to first think, okay, this is the verb. What does the verb mean? And why I'm being so particular about this is because people look at words and then they know the root They know the roots. Then they'll
Mm.
kind of will just like attribute any meaning, like just guess it. But don't guess. It could be majhul. Who is it referring to? Who is the doer? What's its right object? Okay, have a more accurate meaning. I hope that made sense. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, good.
Ustad, may I ask a question on that page, the same page?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few lines up, it says, "Oh, sullita alayhi."
Mm-hmm.
The translation didn't sound like it was this. This is majhul, right? It's passive.
Oh, سلط عليه من where am I now? This is line 5. Line
The end
5.
of line 5.
Okay. Or someone gained control over it. أو سلط عليه.
That doesn't. Is this majhul?
Man. Oh, you see, but because it's أو سلط عليه. سلط أو سلط. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually considering the same thing. أو سلط عليه, like why is it passive, right? I'm going to double check that one if it's actually, because I don't know if that's actually a typo, yeah. Okay. This is on line 5, yeah? Am I in the right spot? Okay, so
Yes. Yeah. I
yeah.
thought it was like overtaken or
Yes,
overpowered, something like that.
yes. Okay, I'm going to get back to you, okay?
Right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for asking. Okay. Ways, do you have a question?
No, I'm just
Okay.
ready to go next.
Okay, go.
Okay. والنصيحة لكم خالصة مخلصة والله هو الرقيب عليكم وحده يقول في رفق.
Yeah, stop at Basira.
وحكمة وعن علم وبصيرة.
Yeah, okay, go for it.
And my advice to you is pure and sincere, and Allah, He is alone, ever watching over you. He says in kindness and wisdom and knowledge and insight.
It's good. Tell me, what is the difference between khalisa and mukhlisa? يعني صرفا.
Mukhlisa is like an ism maf'ul, right?
No. Try again. Tell me about khalisa first.
Ism file.
Yes, on what form?
Form 1.
Yes, and mukhlisa?
Is it the form 4?
It's good. أخلص يخلص إخلاص فهو مخلص. ومخلص with a fatha on the lam. That would have been your ism maf'ul. So this is ismul fa'il on the 4th form. Okay, good. And Abdul Ahad, if you could finish this up, please.
وبقية الله خير لكم إن كنتم مؤمنين وما أنا عليكم بحفيظ. And what Allah has remaining is better for you all if you all are believers. That's okay?
Yes, continue.
Oh, okay. And I am not over you all as a protector.
Yes, good. So what do you notice something interesting and strange about this word?
Which word? Oh, this one? Baqiyya.
I just noticed this now, actually. Anyone can come in. Anyone? Anything you notice about this bit peculiar?
Would that be a
Ja,
dhamma at the
Yes,
end?
exactly. You would expect it to be like this, right?
See,
You would expect it to be like that, baqiya with the ta marbuta at the end, right? So this
Yeah.
comes sometimes in the Quran, even if you see in the Quran, sometimes Allah writes rahmah like this. Allahu Alam. I did ask somebody and they said it could be to elaborate on the expansiveness of God, like the expansiveness of his mercy, the expansiveness of his baqiyah. But this is unusual because usually you would think it would be, for example, rahmah, right? So just notice that when you recite Quran, there's certain words that you'd expect to have a ta marbuta, but it's written with an open ta. Okay, good. We've come to this one, and then let's see what they have here. They have it majhulia, but I'm going to check that up for you, Arfan. Okay. We're not done. I don't know why they do that. Okay, so here we have back to Amr. Are you willing to attempt a translation of the first sentence? Okay.
Yeah, I could always willing to attempt anything. So we're going English to Arabic.
Yes, we are. Mhm.
Okay. So could I use فكرت?
Yes, you can.
فكرت على حال قلبها.
The thing though is that like when you say like فكر أنا أفكر. Yeah, usually there's used to think, but usually when you have تفكر, that's more like in-depth thinking. Like تفكر, to contemplate, to ponder. It's like a more of a deeper kind of thinking. Okay.
Okay. So تفكرت على حال قلبها. جالسة. Oh, this is interesting. جالسة الريح الجميل الريحة الجميلة.
How do you say to enjoy? Enjoying.
تستمتع.
Yes, تستمتعوا. And you always use استمتع with be.
تستمتع بالريح الجميلة.
Okay, good. That's a very good attempt. Very good. We're just going to see what they say, if I can just get the right tool. Okay, so here we have here تفكرت في, they're saying حالة قلبها. Okay. جلست. So they're using this ma to be like zamaniya, like to convey like some, because they're saying like while her heart. But what you said is not wrong. Okay. There are many ways to say the same thing. تستمتع bin, and they're saying nasim, because nasim is usually the word used for pleasant breeze. Okay, whereas you know, riyah, you get like all kinds of riyah.
Wind. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then Aniqa?
I can try, but I've not tried it before. Every sin that existed among the former nations exists among the Muslims. Every is kullu sin zambin existed. I cannot think of existed.
From the word like mawjood, but using the verb.
Wajada.
Yes, but existed, like passive.
Wujida.
Yes.
Okay, so wujida among the former nations. Like man.
How would you say among?
What did you say?
Pardon?
What did you say, monk?
How do you say among in Arabic?
Like man, from, like among the.
You'd either say
min.
No, baina or fi.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're right that min could be used like laysa minna, whoever does. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Okay,
yeah,
fi
okay.
then. Fi exist among the nations umamin. Okay, fi umami. Former, like sabika.
Yes, good.
So exists again, the exists.
Now
would be
present tense.
wajada yujidu.
Yes. Yujadu. Yeah, yujadu.
Yujadu. Min al muslimin.
Yes, fil muslimin. Fil muslimin or bain al muslimin. Very good, thank you. And the next one.
Knowledge is not a pride except for the one who acts on it. Al-ilmu.
Okay, so
Ma-
can
ma-
I give you a clue here? So can you start with ma hijaziyah, that means laysa.
Ooh,
Okay, so mal ilmu.
mal ilmu.
And then
So
they make you word for pride, make it
Yeah.
mansub.
Kibran.
Oh, okay. So you saying it like that. Okay. Okay, so the way that you are using, so kibar usually has a negative meaning. Kibar would be like to be arrogant. But I think that they're using it more like a badge of honor, something positive. Then you'd have you heard of the word fakhr? Fakhran.
Oh.
Maybe you've heard of fakhur, like if you say I'm proud of you, and a fakhur bikum. So mal ilmu fakhran.
والعلم فخرا إلا الذي يفعل عليه.
Yeah, you're very close. Yeah, so they have illa liman amila bihi.
I see.
Okay, good.
Was إلا الذي يفعل.
You could say illa alladhi, except the one illa alladhi. You could say yaf'alu illa alladhi yaf'alu. But they're using the word to act upon. Like yaf'alu could be, but yaf'al is more like to do. Amal is more like to act. Okay, but it's not wrong. Yeah. الذي يفعل كذلك. Yeah, you could say that, I suppose. Okay. Let me just check the timer quickly. Okay. Why don't we just take this last one? Okay, Lara, the criminal followed his desire, but he only misled himself. So you can start with the verb اتبع.
اتبع. شهوته.
Why don't you put the fa'il after the fi'l? That might be good.
اتبع المجرم.
Yes.
شهوته. ولكن. ضلل.
ولكن هو نعم ولكن لا ولكن أضل
إلى أنفسه.
إلا نفسه. So I'm going to just say something quickly, right? So when okay, you have اتبع المجرم, that's fi'l and fa'il. You said the word shahwa and they saying hawa. Shahwa usually relates to sexual desire. Shahiya relates to appetite for food. Like you have a shahiya للطعام, shahiya to ta'am. But when you say hawa is like any whim, fancy, desire. So maybe hawa would be a more apt word, yeah?
Okay.
But it's not wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Lakin, now they wanted the word only. So they've conveyed the word only by using ma and illa. Ma adalla illa nafsahu. Okay.
In Quranic Arabic, I hear la used a lot. La is used a lot for negation and smoke in Arabic. Is ma used more for Quran? Like instead of la for negation?
In terms of a negation?
Yeah.
In the Quran, you can have ma, or you could have lam. Both of those are negations, right? Or
Yeah.
in. So you have both of them. Yeah. But you are right, in dialectical Arabic, they use ma for everything. I don't think anyone ever says lam in dialectical Arabic. Everything is ma. Yeah. Okay, good. Are there any other questions before we
One question. over here you used ma adalla. What if you use innama? Because innama also means only. Would that work?
Yes, you could say that, of course. Innama adalla nafsahu. You could use innama. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions? Otherwise, we'll call it tonight. Okay. Subhanakallah. Naam.
Do you think like going forward for us for extra practice might be a good idea to kind of like just take some normal English sentences and just kind of translate them to Arabic, kind of like how we're doing here, but just kind of.
I mean, it's always a good thing. If you would like to take on more, of course, it's always good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good because you have to really use your brain muscles to do that. Okay. Okay, great. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. And we will see you next week, inshallah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. جزاك الله خير.